Hey guys, I am Jeff the Homestead Dad, and today we're going to scythe like a boss. And that's only because I'm in charge of the project, not because I'm actually really good at this. Let's go give it a shot. I wanted to say, if you don't have access to a scythe, because there's not a whole lot of places that make them anymore, and the places that do are really expensive. So if you can't find them on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace or something like that, there are alternatives. One of the alternatives is this. It's just a metal piece with a handle, and you can use it to cut grass. I have to say, I found it to not be very useful. It just happens to be thin gauge metal up here, so it tends to bend through thick grass. You can't really do a whole lot with it. It just isn't strong enough for homestead work. One of the things that I have found that works pretty well is this. It's heavier gauge metal. It's got supports on both sides. I think I got this one at Tractor Supply. It's a groundwork, but you can just use this. You swing it like this, and you can get some golf club work in while you cut down some weeds or some grass for the animals. I've used this for the cows, for the chickens, for the pigs, for the sheep. This is much more heavy duty. If these bolts come loose, sometimes you have to tighten them up, make sure that they don't get loose. But all in all, this has worked pretty well. As with all of them, the sharper they are, the better they work. Just make sure you don't swing and end up hitting your leg, because you can gouge yourself pretty good. So yeah, let's go get to work. Hey guys, so a lot of you know I have Prudence and Red in this pasture. I've got them locked out of the far pasture, which is starting to grow up longer, which is outstanding because they're going to get some food from there. But I want to make sure they have enough food in here. I think they do. I'm going to give them more. So I'm going to do something that my great-great-great-grandfather probably did. I'm going to use this thing right here. It's called a scythe or a scythe or a scythe. I don't know. I've never heard anyone call it that way, but I think it's called a scythe. And what you do is you can cut down tall grass like this. Like, I can't get our walk-behind mower, which a lot of times I would use and take bags of grass and give it to the cows. So I'm going to do a little bit here to show you guys. Then I'm going to do a little bit over here where it's gotten long. And we're going to see if we can scythe some grass and throw it in there to the cows. I'm not good at this. I've seen it done a couple times. I've tried a couple times. This blade could probably be a lot sharper, but let's give it a shot anyway. So as I said, I am not an expert at this, but this is what I've learned. It's a lot like throwing an axe, in that when you throw an axe, you don't break your wrist or your elbow. It's just here and then let go. Your wrist stays straight. When you use a scythe, you're just using your body. You're turning your body, not your arms, because otherwise your arms will get tired really quick. So if I come over here and I just go, now let's grab a rake and see how much of this actually cut. Okay, so I was using my arms a little bit, and you can see I knocked a lot down. Didn't get it necessarily cut, but I still got a decent amount of grass here. I'll go back over this and see what I can do. Maybe try to go a little bit faster. Like I said, I should probably sharpen the blade on that scythe. But if I can just go through here and get most of it knocked down, be able to give the cows some grass, and then this is short enough then, or at least thin enough then, that I can go through there with one of the other mowers when we want to get it cut, when it's not so wet. It's a win for everybody. So let's give this to the cows. I'll set up the camera over there and we'll see how much I can get cut. Okay, so I'm tired. He's helping. I've gone over this section twice, and it's not perfect, but it's cut down to probably 8 inches on average. And we've got all this grass here, and then all the grass that we've given to them so far. I think that's pretty good. I'm getting a workout, which is great. I need a workout.
I'm gonna feed them.
The cows are getting fed, and we're getting some work done. Let's do more. I'm coming to you from the future. I used the work sharp, like I'm going to say later in the video, and I sharpened this up. I didn't spend a ton of time on it. I spent literally 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Didn't give it a super fine edge, just give it a better edge. So it's not quite as rusty, it's not quite as dull, and it makes all the difference in the world. I cut a lot more on one pass, a lot more easily with less effort. So making sure that this is sharp is huge. Say hi. Nope, say hi.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
Back to your regularly scheduled timeline. So I'm out of breath. This is hard work. I can see how farmers were in good shape back when they didn't have mechanical things to cut hay. I definitely need to sharpen the blade on that scythe. I had tried doing it with a whetstone when I first got it. I got that one and 2 others at an auction, in an auction lot. So I can use the work sharp and sharpen that up pretty quickly. And I think that'll make a huge, huge difference. But I'll probably do this a little bit longer, get some more grass for them, give it over there, get a workout myself, and get a little bit of this that's over here long cut out. Be good for everybody. I'll know that they've got some feed. And even if I just come do this for 20 minutes every day until I let them in the other pasture, I know that they're getting a lot more grass. They've got plenty of grass. They can stop eating whenever they want, and life will be good. So if you have a scythe or you've got a suggestion for me how to scythe better, let me know. I'm not too proud to say I don't know what I'm doing or don't know much about what I'm doing, but at least I got helpers, right? Wearing his little cowboy hat. I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear me. The wind is not so good. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you've seen, or you just like watching me work hard, click on that thumbs up, click on the subscription, bell notification, leave a comment, all that fun stuff. He likes saying hi to everybody. And what do we say? Say God bless you and your family, and then what?
See you in the next video.
See you in the next video. I'm coming to you, blah, 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 blah.